Hi everyone, welcome to the Leaf Heart Path. My name is Andrea Graham. I am an intuitive healer, Reiki and cord cutting practitioner, and a tarot card reader. The subject of this week's pick a card reading is words of encouragement from the universe, the collective, your guides, angels, deceased loved ones. I know we can all use a boost now and again, and I hope this reading brings you some of that validation that you might be looking for right now. We have 4 piles for you to choose from here today. So take a moment to center yourself and cast your gaze over the piles that you see here. Each is marked by a crystal or a stone for those who like to choose with them. Pile 1, the Embroidered Forest Tarot, is marked with Chrysocolla. It looks like porcelain pie. Pile 2, Dragon's Blood Jasper and the Ostara Tarot. Pile 3, the Arcana Tarot, and this is Mango Calcite. And pile 4, Rust Belt Arcana with Tiger Eye. You can pause the video should you need more time to select your pile. Timestamps and chapters are listed below. I'll see you over in your video. Hi, Group 1. If you picked the Chrysocolla and the Embroidered Forest Tarot, then you are in the right place. Thanks for being here with me today. So welcome to your reading on encouragement from the universe. Let's take a look at your cards. We have got the 8 of Swords. Isn't that pretty? The Moon. Six of Swords. Okay, bit of a theme going on here. And the King of Cups. Very nice. Okay, first we're going to look at these tarot cards, and then I do have some oracle cards to share with you as we get into things a little bit further. All right, I gotta leave those alone. So, Group 1, I'm feeling like there is a bit of intensity of thought here. Your mind may, in essence, be holding you prisoner. You may be experiencing racing or anxious thoughts, self-doubts that may leave you feeling unsettled or creep into your everyday life. And this may be an ongoing battle for you, something that you've dealt with for some time, or it could be that this is a newer way of thinking. And what I'm seeing right now are ruts in the road. When it gets really muddy and things get washed out a little bit. It's the kind where your car might get stuck, and I feel like you have become the car in this image, and your thoughts have caused this entrenchment. And this is really where your wheels get spinning and the mud is flying everywhere, and you want to move away from this, but you are in essence just stuck right now. So here's the thing that the universe wants you to know. There is some movement away from these fears that we can see here with the 6 of Swords. Moving away. And you're moving away from a situation or a way of thinking that no longer serves you. And as I'm even talking about that, I am seeing water in a small creek that is stuck because of a stick, or there's some kind of physical obstacle that's blocking this. And the banks are getting a bit muddy from overflow, but that stick then becomes dislodged and then it floats away happily. Yeah, things start to settle down, the bank dries out, it's not as muddy, you can walk along the edges of the creek again. And in some instances, I'm actually seeing a hand that kind of pops in and it grabs the stick. And in others, the stick just moves away on its own. So for some of you, moving away from this stuck feeling or anxiety may involve you doing work on your own, talking to a trusted friend, a partner, a counselor, and for others, know just that this too shall pass. Things are going to be moving into more of an even keel for you with this King of Cups here. And regardless of the bridge that you're taking out of this, this is what we want to focus on. There is this sense of relief that's happening here, a quality of letting go that you will experience. And essentially, just remember that this too shall pass. And what we see with this King of Cups card here is somebody who is in tune with all their emotions. They're rejoicing in their happiness, their clarity of mind. They're accepting, they have joy. And so this is you. This is you wearing your crown. You're feeling really damn good about where you are. And I'm being reminded here to talk about cycles. Everything in nature has a cycle, just as we experience ups and downs in our lives. Some of our heavy moments can last a bit longer and be a bit darker than other times, but know that this is a part of a cycle. There is an upswing, and sometimes things do feel insurmountable, but there comes this profound understanding of ourselves and life as we move to the other side of the moon card here, with full acceptance of our beautiful selves. We're not hiding, we're not covering up at all, but we're coming out of the dark and into the sun, and it's at our own pace. So if that sounds like you, group 1, I want to talk a little bit about your oracle cards here. I want you to know you aren't alone on your journey. And the first oracle card we have here is Kuan Yin, care and compassion. For some of you, the words might mean something, so we'll look at those briefly here. Choose to be love, do what's right for everyone involved, offer a helping hand. This to me feels like spirit guides offering you a helping hand. I think we'll go over here. So Kuan Yin is an ascended master that you can call on in times of struggle. And now that I'm saying times of struggle, I'm hearing the Beatles' Let It Be right here. And that reference to Mother Mary too, because both Mother Mary and Kuan Yin have that same kind of compassionate energy. It's very beautiful, very warm. There is a gentleness here, and from what I understand, Kuan Yin, this ascended master, would not enter into heaven until all of mankind had been saved. So this is somebody who walks beside you, group 1. And if you're not familiar with the energies of Kuan Yin or Mother Mary, you might want to look them up, because their energy does provide just this bolstering, beautiful care and compassion. And know that they're walking next to you on your journey, even if you cannot see their footsteps. We also have the card Get Grounded. And so again, we'll look at the words here for those of you this might resonate for a few of you. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. Okay, so getting grounded. Sometimes when we get into an anxious headspace, we aren't grounded. And that's kind of what we're referring to back here. The act of getting grounded can be very different depending on who you are. If at all possible, I do recommend doing something that engages your senses. So, you know, this is going to be something that's using your hands, using your feet, listening to music that lifts your senses, looking at art that makes you feel good. For some, it's the simple act of inhaling fresh air. For others, it's baking a loaf of bread, making art, taking a walk, going outside, sitting outside. Now, where I am right now, it is very snowy. I think we just got about, I don't know, 12 inches, a foot, maybe more in less than 12 hours. The wind chill has it at -5. So maybe a walk for you. Will be out of the question for some of you, although I was out shoveling snow this morning, so that's good exercise, and that's also a way that you can get grounded. But just watch yourself if you're in some of that colder weather right now. And the message here is double duty for empaths and highly sensitive friends, because nature can be an ultimate clearing of energy for you, and I'm almost seeing like a magnet. Just the way, do you remember those games that you would get when you were a kid, and it had, and I'm sure you've seen some of them before, where you have all the little magnet fibers that are inside something, and you would like decorate somebody's face with a little magnet, and you could give a guy a mustache or beard or something like that. That's kind of almost what I'm seeing, that nature just pulls all the yucky stuff out of you, the anxiety. It's like those little magnet filings, and then it just, it pulls it right into the ground. So getting moving outside might be a missing part of your day for some of you if you haven't been doing that. Yeah, that's a big, big message for empaths, especially. And water's always something as well. Even taking a shower, a bath, Epsom salts, all of that good stuff. Just picturing, you know, any negativity that's there, anxiety, just watching it wash down the drain. All of those things can be very, very cleansing for you, even on the smallest level. And small's good because we have baby steps here. Action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. And you'll get to where you need to go. So we do have that reminder here, taking baby steps is really important. Any action is fine towards your intended goal as long as there's some kind of movement. And I'm being brought again back to that stick that's lodged in the creek that I talked about. It's getting dislodged. So even the smallest actions are the beginning of something very beautiful for you. Wow, I'm just noticing too all the colors, the purples here matching. And we also have the card Voyage. Oh, we have the moon again and humpback whales. So moon. So voyage to me is the reminder that your baby steps forward, all the choices that you're making, the company you keep or you don't keep, the act of getting grounded, and you know, what that means to you is all part of this voyage. It's part of moving forward that we talked about here. Yeah, and the moon typically we talked about before here, it can be about illusions or anxieties. And because we have it back here, it's not rejecting our fears or anxieties, the things that have been kind of holding us in one state. It's noticing that they're there, that it's part of that cycle that we talked about, and it's our, you know, it's part of our life. We're always going to have those moments, but still moving forward from them. Yeah, this voyage here is mimicking this Six of Swords movement that we have, moving on from things that no longer serve you. And the mama whale, you see how they're protecting the baby right here? That's your guides, your loved ones, your angels coming through to remind you that you are divinely protected, group one, that you're precious. And this is a reminder to see yourself in those same loving eyes that they see you through. Kuan Yin, Mother Mary, Jesus, whoever it is that you like to think about, pray to. Okay, and then we have a couple I ams for you. So we have I am me. That's perfect. I am crown. Crown. Interesting. Okay. And I am vibrant. Oh, that's beautiful. Nice. Okay. So this to me is really perfect. The I am me mantra is just all about acceptance of you and where you are at this moment. Whether you're feeling a bit anxious, whether you're sitting in this kind of state, because we all are going to have times like that, whether you're feeling a little sad, a little fearful at the moment, not totally accepting all of your character, because there's a lot of times we are harsh on ourselves. This is just acknowledgement that you are perfectly imperfect. You don't have to run around saying mantras like, you know, I am flawless. I'm a divine vessel. I am me just reflects an acceptance of who we are. It's an acknowledgement that you are enough. Another one might be, I am enough. I am me is a reminder that your loved ones, that your guides love and adore you no matter what. You are perfect in God's eyes, the universe's eyes, whatever you want to call the creator energy, source. You are beloved, group one. I don't know if you just heard that. That was the wind whistling. Okay, and I am crown. This is you stepping into your sovereignty, your personal power, a reminder of the fact that you're headed towards this energy, whether you're kind of on the stuck side of things where that stick is blocking the creek's flow, or whether you're actually flowing on, whether you're on the other side of that moon. Yeah, this is about that crown. I am crown. It's about how you will feel when you're integrated and seated on the throne of your own heart. But also, it's good to know that the crown is the crown chakra. It's also associated with this purple color we're getting a lot of here, and spirit and communication, to the universe, to your ascended masters and other guides that you might talk to, your angels. It's the chakra where we receive that clear guidance and direction from source, the universe, from love. It's how we connect. And the more grounded we are, the more accepting we are of ourselves, the more connected you actually become, which is pretty cool. And finally, we have, I am vibrant. And yes, you are. Even if you aren't seeing the vibrancy right at this moment, it is there in every cell, every molecule, every atom of your energy, group 1, and your body. It's in every part of you. You will get to this point of feeling bright, beautiful colors again, group 1, and just know that the universe in the meantime has your back. So group 1, that's what I have for you today. Let me know in the comment box below what getting grounded means for you. How do you like to get grounded, and how does getting grounded make you feel? You know what to do with the buttons and bells, group 1. I enjoyed channeling for you today, and I look forward to collaborating with you again in the future. Bye, group 1. Hi, group 2. If you picked the Dragon's Blood Jasper and the Ostara Tarot, then you are in the right place. Thanks for being here with me today. Welcome to your reading on words of encouragement from the universe. Let's take a look at your cards today. All right, first we have the Six of Swords. That was also in the first group, so if you felt pulled towards that group, you might want to take a peek at that as well. We have Justice, some Libra energy here. Seven of Pentacles. And the Ace of Cups. All right, very nice. Okay. So let's talk about your cards here, group 2. Not group 1, group 2. So there's this idea of leaving things behind. Of transition. So group 2, I'm feeling the energy of something that you'd hoped would work out. It didn't. There's this sense of sorrow to me, or disappointment. And in some cases, there is actually a feeling, and this won't be for everybody, that someone didn't meet your expectations or did you dirty. And there's this feeling of no longer perhaps being surprised by this. I don't know, I'm getting it from the posture of that card. The person on the card in the boat. Reality, I think, is set in, and things just don't feel as rosy as they used to. And this experience may have impacted you on a level that you keep veiled from other people. Or it may have hurt you more than you realized. So the reminder here from the universe is that we can move on safely and deal with our wounds in a way that best suits us. We can't control other people, but we can control how we choose to act from this point moving forward. We never control how we feel, but there are steps that you can take to help your healing process. So with the blindfold on the Justice card, this is you taking that honest inventory of what best suits you moving forward from this disappointment. Is it counseling? Is it journaling? Is it getting grounded in nature? Is it spending time with family or friends, body work, eating delicious meals? What combination of things will best help you navigate the waters as you move forward? Because nobody else can tell you what this is, group 2. Only your heart is the key here. This journey of inner work will indeed make your heart lighter than a feather. It will make it less troubled. So there is some time that will be spent looking inward, group 2, and doing the emotional work. Yeah, this is the group that is seeking to lighten themselves from something that let you all down. And the universe is reminding you to turn your light inward toward yourself. So what is the treasure that's inside your heart, group 2? So my feeling is that as you are walking on this path of healing, you will realize at some point that you are slowly moving toward a more light way of feeling and being. Those things that you've walked away from, moved away from, they aren't taking up as much space in your rearview mirror. In fact, they may be at a total distance as you're gazing backward to a point where you can barely see them anymore. Yeah, and the universe is letting us know that even though this work might be slow and steady, you will arrive at joy. You will arrive at healing and at hope. And that Ace of Cups is just a beautiful new beginning. It's happiness, it's celebration, it's emotional levity, and this is the direction that you're moving in, group 2. So I want to take a look at some oracle cards that we have as well. That's just kind of an overview of the situation and a reminder, like this is the direction that things are going, even if we can't see that. So we have here Holy Amethyst, Divine Alchemy, and we'll look at this for those of you where this might resonate. Move beyond current challenges and focus on what you desire. Let's take a look here. We also have Answer the Call. What is your soul calling you to do? So with these two cards, Holy Amethyst and Answer the Call, this is a reminder to dig deep when you're doing this inner work, when you're looking inside. What is it that you're truly seeking in life? Where can you put your attention? What steps are needed to move in that direction? The universe is nudging you to look at your true desires and to claim them. Is there anything that you keep hidden in the inner reaches of your heart? Can you let a little light in there to see what grows for you? As you're taking this inventory, the universe wants you to connect with that spark. Oh, and I'm just noticing that we have the heart here and the heart there. Yeah. Let's see, we have another card here. What else do we have? Double mission, light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. Yeah. So we have a repeated thought here with this double mission. The universe says that you are serving a greater purpose in the world by letting that seed in your heart space that we talked about germinate, that light, letting it come to bloom, and by letting others see your truth and anything that may be hidden from view, just remembering that you are in fact free. And you free others by sharing your light, by sharing your wisdom. It's a reminder to embrace your beautiful self and to shine like the light you are, group 2. We also have the card of release. Release any expectations that you feel others have for you. It's like fall, letting go of the leaves. Yeah, expectations and how you should appear and how you should be and how you should act. It's safe to let go here. You are loved. Group 2, you are supported, and your guides, your angels, your loved ones, and ascended masters are looking out for you. They are supporting you on your journey. And here's the thing. By releasing outer expectations, inner pressures, your own schema for how you think things should be, the more in alignment you are with who you are becoming. Who are you becoming? You are letting the universe know that you're ready for the next best expression of who you are. And this healing cup here is offered to you, and you take it joyfully. And it's such a distance that you've come from here at the start of your journey to just this beautiful self-acceptance that we're talking about here. And finally allowing your true self to shine. Anything that's hidden, allowing that to drop away. Let down your walls. Let's look at some of your mantras here. We have got, very nice, I am learning. I am traveling. Well, yes you are. And I am healthy. Very good. So I feel like these really do perfectly sum up what we've been talking about, learning your heart space, learning your desires or expressing them a little bit more, and traveling or moving to the point where you are open. Open is big here for you guys. Release, open. Yeah, you're open and you're integrated with what you want. So there really is this beautiful, look how peaceful that person looks, wholeness. There's happiness, group 2. You're not hiding behind anything anymore. You're letting go of outdated facades, things that don't serve you any longer. And that's where this wholeness and healthiness comes from. All right, group 2, that's what's coming through for you today. Let me know in the comment box below what your inner work looks like. And for those of you feeling brave and ready to share that little bit of light in your heart, what it is that you're working toward, let us know. What are you working toward next? What are you setting your sights on, group 2? So you know what to do with the buttons and bells. I enjoyed channeling for you today, and I look forward to collaborating with you again in the near future. Bye, group 2. Hi, group 3. If you picked the Mango Calcite and the Arcana Tarot, then you are in the right place. Thanks for being here with me today. So this is your reading on encouragement from the universe. Let's take a look at the cards. So first we have the Chariot, Ace of Swords, Three of Wands, and the World. Nice. Okay. So group 3, this is showing some pretty fast moving energy with the Chariot, the Ace of Swords, and then we've got the Three of Wands right there. Yeah. A lot of momentum. So if you have had your eye on some kind of goal, something you've been working toward, there is just some beautifully fast moving energy here and mastery as you progress. If you've been waiting on something and that waiting is driving you nuts, group 3, then your end goal is in sight. The universe is encouraging you to stay the course. Don't get too distracted by shiny objects in your path or what other people say. So stick to your guns or your sword because you have this. So group 3, all of your hard work is going to pay off, just given what we have here, the World card at the end. New things will be coming your way as the result of your efforts, and there just is so much potential for you here. There's new places for you to explore, new worlds to see as you've made your way from one space into the next. So the energy here is just quick, quick, quick. So I do have a feeling you are likely a fast thinker. You're bright, you're enthusiastic, energetic, group 3. This is just such a high vibrational energy that's here. And it really feels like you are leveling up, group 3. And with our world card here, this is just showing the victory, the success, the wisdom, everything that the world has to offer. You are walking through a gateway from one world into the next. You are reaching your goals. I'm really excited for you. This is unity, it's completion, it's harmony, it's happiness, joy, celebration, fulfillment. So group 3, this is just a message to you from the universe. Just keep pushing because you are almost there. You're nearly there. And if we look at the gaze here, I don't know if you notice the gold eyes here on this cheetah in the Chariot card. That is just this beautiful intensity. It just shows that focus that you have. And the clarity of your thought, that's what's walking you through. That's what's getting you through this gateway to where you need to be. This is what's carrying you, because you are literally this close, this close. And so your words of encouragement are to keep going. Let's take a look at some of your oracle cards too, just to see what else we have here. Okay. So we've got the same similar kind of gaze going on, almost, with this intensity that I was just talking about. Yes. This fast momentum for you, sitting in sovereignty. Yeah, sitting in the sovereignty of your own heart. Expressing yourself truly and fully as you are working toward your goals. So the Shekinah represents you embodying this particular energy. And so the universe is just letting you know it's time to unleash who you are, unleash the change maker, be the highest expression of yourself. Be so bright that it's blinding, because you can do this. You have this within you. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. The universe is standing right there with you. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Oh, this energy is not like the other groups. This is very different. For some of you, this might be about breaking ancestral chains. That could be what the sacred self is. Yeah, getting rid of trauma, starting fresh. I don't say getting rid of it, but addressing. Yeah, and notice here the Ace of Swords being right over this, and we're talking about breaking the chain. It's like this conscious effort, and it's a choice to be different than what has happened before you, to make better choices, to embrace your differences. So this is about you rewriting your future, group 3. And it is with a fiery sword, with a fiery light. We also have karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. Notice the distance here between these two people. So this can refer back to the ancestral patterns. This is kind of in the same lines. Some of you are moving on from karmic relationships right now, or conflict with those who are here to help you grow. That's what that distance might be about. You being in one space, the person being in the other, and maybe you were once in that same space with somebody, but you are moving towards something new. A thought, depending on your lens, you might look at the idea of us existing prior to this lifetime, having prior lifetimes, and a conscious existence between these lifetimes, or concurrent lifetimes is actually the way I see it. But sometimes we have these people in our lives who seem to put up some serious blocks and to force us to put on the brakes. And the universe is reminding us that despite all this forward momentum and fast-moving energy here, that the closeness and tangibility of your goal, getting through this doorway to the world here, you may have had some folks that have caused you to put on the brakes very suddenly. And maybe they aren't staying in their own lane. Maybe they're trying to be seen by you. And whatever the case, on occasion, these relationships and obstacles are here to help us grow on the soul level. We discussed this earlier with this Chariot card and not getting distracted by what other people do or say. I said, don't get distracted by the shiny objects. It was something like that. Sometimes the brighter you shine, the more people are attracted to that, for better or for worse. So you are being reminded again that even if this happens, you are, again, this close to getting through that door. And keep your flame burning bright, group 3. Keep it alive. Your guides and angels are here to support you through the challenges that life throws your way. Finally, we have flow. Flow tells me that this is exactly the state you're in right now. Being this close to where your goals are reached, flow state is likely where you feel comfortable right now, where your guides are very accessible. There is a flow to all things, and this is you swimming in it, ready for what comes next. So this would be the place when you get here, when you get comfortable, when you're in that moment, in that zone, you know it, you're tapped in. That is where you can reach more of your guides, to talk to them, to feel more of that support. Even if you have people in your life that are throwing up those obstacles here and there, roadblocks, again, don't get distracted, deterred from your path. Know that you have other people on the other side that are there for you and supporting you 100% of the way. Okay, let's look at your mantras. I am progress. I am time. Oh, look at the moon there again. And I am unique. Beautiful. So I think these are just perfect for where you are moving forward right now. That's that progress. You're in your timeless flow state. Yeah, and absolutely embodying who you are. With pride, with strength, with balance. And that's pure magic. That is pure magic, and that's what's getting you here. And that's all you. That is 100% you. You have such amazing things coming your way, group 3. So this is what I have for you today. That's what's coming through, and I would love to hear what it is that you're working toward, what you're striving for, group 3. Let us know in the comment box below, and don't forget to come back and tell us when you've reached it. So you know what to do with the buttons and the bells. I enjoyed channeling for you today and look forward to collaborating with you again in the near future. Bye, group 3. Hi, group 4. If you picked the Tiger's Eye and the Rust Belt Arcana, then welcome to your reading on words of encouragement from the universe. Thanks for being here today. Let's take a look at your cards. We've got Judgment, the Emperor, 2 major arcana. Oh my goodness, I don't know if you can hear that. That's the wind howling outside. 3 of Cups. and the Queen of Wands. Okay. So group 4, you may have found yourself in a situation where you didn't feel entirely in control. Your options, your situation, your lifestyle, something was there that was holding you back. There may have been a dominating figure for some of you who you felt called all the shots, or there was a need to mold yourself into a way of being in order to survive. Adaptation. Being able to roll with things. Survival. And so I do feel for some of you this may have been a person or people. With this Emperor card, I'm getting lineage, I'm getting ancestry, family. And for others, this could be control that is established by the collective, by rules, by standards, by expectations, by authority. And this authority it does feel outdated for you. It feels older. I see you looking away, looking up as though for the first time and seeing the sun. And you are absolutely dazzled by it. You can't quite put it out of your mind. And those moments where you have that sunshine on your mind, those are the seeds of potential, of celebration, and of joy. This authority is no longer serving you, whatever it is, even if that person is no longer there, if it's a person, or you're not even in that situation, there's this clinging or this holding on, this idea that still exists. And it might be a shell, it might be hollow. It's not substantial any longer, like those cicada shells. It's like an outdated script is running on your computer or your browser and you wind up with errors. Things are getting messed up, screwed up, because you are operating off of this outdated old programming, this code. It's not truly meant for you and who you are. And so you might have missed out on some beautiful celebrations and beautiful opportunities, friendships, connections because of this. And for some of you, it may have literally been a controlling figure, and for others it might have been, again, your own mind and your own viewpoint that was holding you back from these experiences. The beautiful thing is that there are still options absolutely everywhere. Even flowers can bloom in the harshest of conditions. And the universe wants you to know that you can restart. You can get that script fixed. You can begin operating under an entirely new set of rules and code. Because you are the code writer. Let's look at this. All right, Annie Dillard. I'm not washed and beautiful, in control of a shining world in which everything fits, but instead am wandering, odd, about on a splintered wreck I've come to care for, whose gnawed trees breathe a delicate air, whose bloodied and scarred creatures are my dearest companions. She's human, and she's not claiming to be perfect. This is her own sincere, genuine human experience. It's her perception. It's her truth. Not anybody else's principles. Nobody else's code or script going on there. This is a strong tie back to this judgment card here. If you want to take it as literal judging. A fear of judgment to come. Of being seen. Or of being seen through. What do they call that? Imposter syndrome that some people feel sometimes? That can be an absolutely immobilizing place to live. Look at immobilizing. But the thing is, this is celebration. This is queen energy that's happening over here, guys. So whether you see it or not, you are vibrant, you are beautiful, and you are this incredible energy. You have sovereignty. You have authority. You can step into your personal power group 4, and the universe is supporting you on every step of the way. What those steps look like is entirely up to you, because the first step is recognizing what you need to do and what that looks like for you. So if this sounds familiar to you, then this is, you're in the right place. So let's take a look at some words of encouragement here. We've got some other oracle cards. All right, from Keepers of the Light, we have Commander Ashtar, call to action, take charge, lead by example, and walk your talk. So with Commander Ashtar, there's this idea of you stepping into this authority after the recognition of your power, even if it's just for an instant, taking those first baby steps towards independence, shrugging out from under the shadow that's veiling you. It's veiling you from your truth. And remember that even the smallest steps count. Baby steps do indeed count. I mean, cicadas, they don't move fast. They move. They get things done. Not always quick on their feet or their wings. You're already doing it. Yeah. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. That's reminding you that you are closer than you think. This is a nudge toward that door of freedom. Your true north can refer to our north node for those of you who are into astrology. You might want to reference your north node in your astrological chart because it's your point of reference for your life, a way that you can move or pattern yourself that feels in alignment with your soul. So my north node is in Virgo. So I try to embrace some of those Virgo strengths in my everyday life, and it really does make me feel better. And for others of you, think of this as hanging your own North Star in the sky. What's your goal? What are you working toward? And keep your eye fixed on that as you continue down this path. Yeah, and know that you're not alone. While not everybody advertises what they're going through, their pain, their story, because we can be particular about who we choose to share things with. We can have boundaries. There are others out there going through something similar to you or have gone through something similar to what you have been through in the past. It's important for you, Group 4, to surround yourself with like-minded individuals, people who get you and what you are going through. Those you feel comfortable enough to open up to. And remember that your guides, your angels, your loved ones, and your ascended masters, they're right there with you, cheering you on. Even if you can't see them, there's this connection. Let's see what else we have. Oh, beautiful. Inner peace. I love the colors on this card. That's where you're headed, Group 4. Inner peace. As you keep your eye fixed on your goals and connect with others on this path of independence and exploration, there is an inner peace that is blooming inside of you. Nobody can touch it because it's yours. Nobody can touch it. Remember that. Okay. Your mantras. I am Root. Not Groot. Could be Groot if you want it to be. I am genuine. Where do you want to go? There, okay. I am solar plexus. No. This wants to be there. That's going to go there. Okay, that's happy. So the idea of rootedness can refer back to this judgment and emperor situation that we talked about, the root of it all, but it can also refer to your root chakra, being grounded and finding ways to ground yourself if that isn't something that you are regularly doing. When we experience stressors, when we experience trauma, or other difficulties, we sometimes separate ourselves a bit from our bodies because it's safer to be that way. This can be for bigger stressors or smaller. It doesn't really matter. The label doesn't matter because it's about how we perceive the experience and feel in those particular circumstances. So being grounded is about coming back to our bodies in security when it is safe to do so. You might explore ways to do this by engaging with your senses. So painting, sculpting, cooking, taking a walk, drawing a bubble bath, something where you can be present and enjoy yourself in a task that engages your senses for a period of time, and try to build on that. Do a little bit every day. And before I go on, notice how you are feeling as you're doing that too. Next we have I am genuine. Oh my gosh, I just looked up and it finally stopped snowing. It's been piling up. I think we had over a foot in less than 12 hours, and it just continued to snow after that. So I don't even know how much has fallen at this point, but anyway. All right. That was my squirrel moment. So I am genuine, and to me this is all about your authenticity and you shrugging up from other people's control or perception of how things need to be. You're not an imposter. You are 100% you, and right where you are right now. This is about discovering yourself and sitting with your beautiful soul as you explore what you love about you. As we talked about, hanging that North Star. And with the solar plexus, this does have to do with that chakra. It's sunshine yellow in color. It's seated just above the navel on your body. It's your energetic setter for how you express yourself in the world. So a question that is coming to mind is, when you think about being visible to others, how do you feel? Does that make you feel constricted? Or are you comfortable with the thought of other people seeing you, knowing who you are? Are you sitting in your personal power, or do you end up deferring to other people? The solar plexus wants to charge you up with the power of the sun in all its warmth and all of its beauty, so that you're ready to sit in your space and claim it. Remember that you are loved and you're supported, and there is so much positivity and potential for you, Group 4. And remember too, baby steps. And you've already begun. So this is what's coming through for you today, Group 4. I hope you understand how much you are loved and how much you are appreciated, and that you connect with that inner peace and your sovereignty. Let me know in the comment box below what resonated for you in this reading. And you know what to do with the buttons and bells. I enjoyed channeling for you today, and I look forward to collaborating with you again in the near future. Bye, Group 4.